What's up, crabs? Fighting Battle Cats bosses can be, interesting experience. Some of them can look so easy until they attack, and they just absolutely destroy you. Others can be the opposite. They look so intimidating, but then you actually fight them, and you just destroy them. So I'll be exploring what it's like to fight some of these bosses. Before we begin, please consider subscribing if you're enjoying the content. I really want to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of August, and I think I can do it as long as everyone subscribes if they're enjoying the content. Without further ado, let's get into it. The first time I fought Teacher Bun Bun, he looked really scary. And let me tell you, he is scary, especially since most players who fight him don't have any treasures when they fight him for the first time. So he just absolutely destroys you. And you're like, how am I ever going to beat this? And then you search up a YouTube tutorial, you figure out you're supposed to grind treasures, and then you do, regrettably. And then, when you have them, he just becomes a walk in the park. Like, what a downfall. With pretty much all of the cat gods, they look really intimidating, and then you'll get destroyed by them if you don't have the mystery mask. And then you look up a YouTube tutorial and discover you need the mystery mask because it's buffing them by 10 times. And then once you get the mystery mask, it becomes really easy and really disappointing. Like, for how scary they look, they become so easy. With your Ranwolf, you're hyped to be at the first legend boss of Stories of Legend. So, you don't know what to expect. Maybe it'll be hard, maybe it'll be easy. So you go in to fight it, and then maybe you hit the base, and you're dealing decently with her, and then Aros comes, or maybe even the boar comes, and you just get demolished. And then it's impossible, so you look up a guide, maybe you grind out some crazed cats, and eventually you prevail after a lot of struggle. With Riding Mina, you really don't know what to expect. She looks like a cute innocent girl, how bad can she be? And then she pulls out a bazooka and starts sniping your base from halfway across the map. So you're terrified. And then you have to rush down to try and kill her before she kills your base. And don't get me started on the cleanup for that stage. The cleanup is so unpleasant with all the brawlos and tanky threats. It is just a terrifying stage to fight for the first time. Echabun, you're absolutely hyped to be finally at the end of Stories of Legend. So, maybe you think it's a hard boss, and maybe you look up a YouTube tutorial, and then you see it. It looks terrifying, but then you just Necrodancer stack it, and then maybe Bahamut chain it to death. Like, probably the most disappointing final boss out there. Like, I couldn't name a worse final boss than that. With Dagumaru, you really don't know what to expect. It's your first Uncanny Legends boss stage. So, you enter it, and then you immediately start getting harassed by moths and ginger snatches. And then the waves of Dark Auras come out, and it just gets worse and worse because they're ridiculously buffed. And then the actual boss comes out, and it starts absolutely demolishing you. So you're struggling against it. Maybe you even lost to the moths. But then, when you're still fighting one, another one comes out. And it's just crazy. Nala is sort of terrifying. I mean, Nala looks like a horse, but they come out and then they just start destroying you from 3 different ranges. Like, who allowed them to do that? And you're just frustrated because they freeze you as well, so you can't even attack with anything. And it's just so annoying to deal with. You get frozen, you get knocked back, you get sniped, you just get all the things in her stage. With Zeraluza, you've already been through a gauntlet of stages just to get there. So you're like, how much harder can it be? And then you play the stage, and it's a tiny little stage with a giant glowing tree in the background. And then he comes out. He's like Ape Lord Luza, but stronger, and he annihilates everything. And if you didn't have your Uncanny Legends true forms before this, oh boy, you're in for a treat. And even if you do, you're probably going to get destroyed. This stage requires so much focus. If you lose focus for even 10 seconds, you could lose. It's insane, and it's a very exciting fight. And it's much less disappointing than Mechabite, and you're hyped when you finish it. Socrates, once again, it's the first Zero Legends boss stage, so you really don't know what to expect. And then you play it, and you find the sick background in this weird looking portal, and then he comes out. A Greek guy. Like, what the heck? Oh, and then he just starts wrecking you with basically a machine gun. And anything you do to try and stop him doesn't work. Slow, reduced to basically nothing. Knockback? Oh, just a slight nudge. Anything you try and throw at him, he just shrugs off. And it's like fighting a brick wall with a machine gun. Anyway, that's what fighting some of the Battle Cats bosses is like. I know I missed a lot, so comment which one you want to see in the next video. And if you enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of August, so any help with that would be much appreciated. In the meanwhile, have a nice day, and bye!